Oh, you put out a tiering survey where they're asking about like your thoughts on the metagame, like things that they should look into, and how we should be handling Terra. And we're gonna be talking about that right now.
Yeah,
So
I mainly care about that Terra, but I will be talking about some certain mons that I
honestly,
think issues.
I'm like really conflicted about Terra. Well,
Curse.
okay, so in my opinion, here's the best way, like the ideal way that like they could deal with Terra, where they keep it. They would keep it, and then only ban like bullshit like Dragonite and like Esparta and all them.
From using
The
it, or
problem
ban the mod.
is that it's not just like, oh, Terra's bad because it lets you get a free turn to set up with your Dragonite or whatever. It's because like you could just like Terra into all these like bullshit like Iron Hands flying Terra, fucking King Gambit flying Terra. It's just like there's too much like random Terras that you could just pick, and then you get like a free turn and you just kill whatever like offensive threat is out in front of you.
That's my main issue with it, is like just being able to like go into something and then pivot.
Because even if you know what their Terra type is, because often like you will know, like they probably have some like bullshit Terra type. It's like, are they gonna use it or are they gonna like
save it for another mon? Yeah.
Save it? Yeah.
It's really
and like if they use it on like let's say you have like a, I've like done this before with Chin Paos on like Garchomp. I'll have Terra Water Garchomp first turn of the game. They can't Ice Spitter me, because if they do Ice Spitter me, I Earthquake them and they have like, they take like Rocky Helmet plus like Rough Skin. They're at like 11% after that, and they're like not even like a threat anymore because I can just E-speed them.
Yeah.
It's really really dumb.
It can let you just completely remove counter mons from the entire game. If like you're having an issue with the matchup, like your entire purpose of that mon is to be like, okay, I can get rid of this thing for my team that is weak to this, and you can just remove it from existence because another mon teared before that one even had the chance to become a threat. It's dumb.
I really like Terra. I loved it. Terra's like so fun.
It's cool.
It's actually like probably the funnest part about this metagame.
I hate it. Let it be known. I hate it. Like I
Really?
like using it. I like using it, but I hate when people use it against me. Like I love going into extreme E-speed double stab or whatever. That is fun as hell. Or like mainly the King Gambit interaction is my favorite one. The King Gambit one I love.
What I would like the OU to do is to restrict Terra to like only like your stab.
Really?
Well, we could talk about that when we get to.
Yeah.
How fun do you think this metagame is right now?
It's quite fun. I think it's starting to get stale, but I think it's gonna be fine if like.
I put it as a 9 out of 10. I really enjoy the metagame.
I like it. I mean, I'm playing again, so that tells you I like it. But
Yeah.
like, I think it's pretty good. It's gonna start to get stale in a little bit. I feel like in a week or two, it might end up getting a little.
I mean, that's
damn.
everything, right? Everything's gonna get stale.
Yeah, but I think stale in
like,
a bad way, because I think people are starting. It's becoming like a boots meta again, and I hate that so much. But like, it's a good meta. I actually enjoy it.
I think the main problem with this meta, the reason why I would have any like bit where I'm not having very much fun with the meta, is Dragonite and like all those bullshit setup sweepers.
Yeah, and
I don't think that stuff like Silazar, Volcarona, they're not broken in a vacuum. The problem is that you have like the problem is the team archetypes are, you have a bunch of like gigantic threats. For bulky offense, it's going to be like Chien Pao, Chi-Yu. For HO, it's going to be like Grimmsnarl and like Garganical and fucking Hattern. And you're just going to stack a bunch of those on, and then when the battle goes, when you're playing the battle, they just Terra into the most like the biggest threat, and it's so like annoying to deal with. It's like you always have to be tiptoeing around these setup sweepers, and it's just, I don't know. That's the least fun part about the meta for me. If that wasn't a part of the meta, I would give this meta a 10 out of 10, because this is like really really fun.
Yeah, this is my main issue. This is like exactly what my main issue with this damn mechanic is that it enables mons that have a specific weakness. They're typed in a specific way for a reason, for someone to have an easier time to deal with them, like Volk or Dragonite. And they just completely remove their entire weakness, and you could give them even a buff, so they become like insanely annoying. Like I don't like the idea that you just completely remove a 4x weakness out of a mon that's entirely built around the idea that it has a 4x weakness. When they made Dragonite, when they made Volk, they were under the impression, okay, they have a lot of counterbalance that can allow them to stay relatively like not broken. and removing that and then enabling like a stab, like it's like D-Knight was never meant to have stab extreme speed.
Okay,
It literally tears everything in
D-Knight
half.
is the most broken. D-Knight is the most broken.
It's just like the entire like that's the main like
not only does D-Knight have like his completely like type flip depending on what he could pick normal to become E-Killer Arceus, that have the power of extreme killer Arceus.
Yeah.
He could be like a steel type to flip around his weaknesses.
Fire.
Not only that, he has a multi-scale, which halves all the you can't even kill him in one hit
anymore. Like literally, we literally got in a position where we sucker punch the Dragonite and we couldn't kill it in one shot after being +3 or something.
Yeah, I think King Gambit, yeah.
Yeah, literally. So like multi-scale plus that, like it's
King Gambit plus what's it called? It was +3. Max attack adamant with like supreme overlord boosts.
Like like 4 members or something.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't win.
So you're putting it. Well, what number would you give this metagame?
I think it's a 9 or an 8. I really do like it. I'm leaning more towards 8 just because of things like D-Knight and like any setup on things like even Esparta. Even though I don't think the thing's that broken. Well, after Terra typing is gone, it's probably a little too annoying. But like, it's a good metagame. My main issue with it right now is that
after Terra, Esparta is gonna be garbage.
Yeah, I just we're gonna go with a 9, but like Terra type is like obviously the issue right now, and I think we need to get rid of it or like not even limit it because what's the only like real option to limit? I was thinking like having a ban list.
There's a couple. There's a couple. They're gonna you'll see in a second.
All right, on the scale of how competitive do you think the current metagame is?
I think I put it at an 8 or a 9. I think it's pretty competitive. I think Terra is like the worst issue, and it's not the worst thing. It's not like completely like skillless.
Yeah. There's skill involved, but there is skillless options.
It's like it's like 2 steps forward, like 3 steps back.
Yeah. Like it has
it's
obvious
so tragic.
Like things like counter leads or like anti just like any defensive mon that gets it or like
it's like so close to being like balanced.
It's just like offensive
honestly,
breaking it.
If Terra, like my original thought about Terra would be instead of getting like only one type, like changing your type from like a dragonfly to like normal, it just adds like another type to your stat. Like you become a 3 type Pokemon, and I thought that would be like a lot like cooler and a lot more like balanced.
Yeah, because you enable weaknesses that otherwise wouldn't.
You can't like flip around your defensive profile completely. You can't do like a 180 go from 4 times weak to ice to resist it.
Yeah, although like a lot of we would have just been complaining more about it being an offensive annoyance than a defensive.
It would have been a defensive annoyance, I think, more. Well,
no,
you're right. You're right. Offensive. You're right. Offensive.
Because most mons would have benefited.
But offensively, I don't think Terra is the issue. I don't think that.
I don't think so either. I think defensively
a stab boot, like people say, Chien Pao is like the most broken with his dark type Terra. I would prefer dealing with a Chien Pao dark type Terra because you can like chip it.
Kill it. Like
you could chip it and kill it with kill it with broken E-Speed Dragonite.
Yeah. The options that are already given to us to deal with it would just be the same tools instead of me having to think of new ones.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. I feel like the adaptability boost on Terra is not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. It's like good, but it's not the worst. It's like a lot more balanced.
It's like a choice band. Like I don't know. I think that being able to just remove the weaknesses is just stupid, and is the worst part about the mechanic, I feel. And
so you'd say it's like an 8 out of 10?
Yeah, I think it's 8, just because I have an issue with it just entirely off an offensive length, because I just do not think that mons again that have 410 means should just be removing that, or mons that are built around a certain idea should not just be able to remove the thing that made them balanced to begin with. All right, next is...
So this is like, you want to do tearing action on Terra or not? If you don't want tearing action, just leave it alone. If you do want tearing action, it could be restricting it, or it could be banning it.
I think the main thing about this mechanic is that I think the best idea that I heard was getting a ban list for mons that cannot Terra. Like, that is probably the only... I think that's the best option. I do think that's the best option.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the way.
I think ban
it for two reasons. For 2 reasons. For one, in OU, I think that's just like... really like weird and kind of like just like whack. Like having a ban list on like Dragonite, on what Esperartha, on probably Chien Pao.
Yeah.
I just think that's like what like lame. I mean, isn't that
I feel
that
like
is a complex ban.
it is a complex ban, but like we could just have a ban
The,
list.
the main issue
It's not like on the
the
level
main
of
issue
we
is
can't
that
use this Terra type or something.
the main issue is that for one, when all the mons come back at home, we're gonna have to like rework all of it over again. But for two,
Yeah, I mean that would have been an issue before. But
for two, when OU, UU, RU, all this shit drops,
they're gonna have to
what's
have
it
their
called?
own lists. And
And they're
stuff.
gonna have to have their own fucking list, and then mons who can't Terra like Dragonite, are they gonna fall to UU, and are they gonna like it's gonna be like a mess.
Yeah, I can see that actually. You're right. Again, that's my best solution to the issue personally. But like, if people are just thinking it's too complex or too annoying,
I would be very interested in having like a separate ladder, like having a banned Terra ladder and having a not banned Terra ladder, and then having the not banned Terra ladder ban like Dragonite, ban Esperartha, ban.
Yeah, to see how
Who else did
different
they
it is.
ban? Who else do they need to ban?
Like Champion or something. I don't know. People are complaining.
I don't think Chien Pao is worthy of ban right now, but definitely.
I mean, either, but
if
people think so.
if we don't touch Terra, Dragonite needs to go. That's the first one that needs
literally, Dragonite is my biggest issue.
to go. Dragonite is the most broken. Maybe even Volk. Maybe even Volk could go, but I don't know about Volk.
I think
is
Volk's
like not
fine.
as.
Yeah, because you can't. You're still having the issue of having to run boots.
It's just really
regardless. I think its main issue is having to run boots, and it's fine in that aspect. But I don't know.
I don't know. These Grimmsnarl plus Hattern teams are so annoying. I think they're like actually the worst part about the metagame.
Yeah, I agree.
Like with Terra, stall was not even like a problem. Like you saw the team that
literally
we trashed stall with a stupid ass mouse and like toxicity team. Stall is like really not good right now.
Yeah, it's okay. I think it's okay.
I think if you play correctly, stall is like a losing matchup for the stall user.
Yeah,
it's like a 70-30 matchup in your favor.
Yeah,
it's like really hard to It's really hard to play stall, I think.
I agree. But all right, you said how do you feel about any actions on this topic? Tiering action?
I think
no tiering action.
I don't think that it's like likely that they're gonna set up a separate like ladder where they have like Terra banned versus Terra not banned. The thing is, in like a month, when they're probably gonna be like suspect voting and like deciding when what they're actually gonna like move forward and try to get done, I think we should just go for like banning it. I agree. The way the metagame is progressing, I don't see people like being able to like play around Terra's like bullshit. I don't think that we're gonna like in like a month we're gonna like be like, oh, Terra actually like there's like counterplay where I'm not gonna like have to choose between Sacred Swording a Dragonite or Ice Spittering a Dragonite.
Yeah.
First of all, Sacred Sword doesn't even kill Dragonite.
Yeah, it doesn't. How are we feeling? Feel about any tiering action should be taken? Yes or no?
Where are we again? I forgot.
We're on the tiering action. Come on, bro. We're on the tiering action stuff.
Oh, I know, but where? Oh, tier. Okay.
Yeah. Yes or no?
Okay, so is tiering action needed on Terra? I don't know. I would like it if there was one ladder with Terra banned and one ladder without Terra banned. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like people want, people are saying we should wait and like hold up on like banning Terra because this is like a really big mechanic, like generation defining mechanic, and we're gonna ban it in like the first week of playing.
Yes. Yes, we should.
I don't know.
If they want to, they can suspect it when home comes out. But I'm just saying.
Nah, it's never coming. If we ban it, it's never coming back. I'm telling you, it's never.
Well, I mean, there's no situation in which it should be okay. That's all I'm saying.
I think
unless we get rid of every.
I would be very interested in having a like a no Terra meta, and then banning Dragonite, banning.
Yeah, we went.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm probably just banning Dragonite and see what happens after that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just so tiering action is not. What does that mean though? I'm being
Tearing action is needed. That means that you got to do something. They got to like ban it or restrict
Oh,
it.
okay,
Tearing
okay.
action is not needed. Leave everything alone. Don't mess
This is
with anything.
this is what I'm thinking. Yes, and then outright bans.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Restrict. So, you know about these restriction clauses?
Ban non-stab. I saw this. Ban stab, and then ban limit terror to one per possible user per team. I think all these are just bad. I don't. Again, I think the
The
ban
best
list
one is non-stab Terra ban. That's the best one. All the other ones have like the same problems as modern,
I
like
think
current Terra.
I think that's like the worst one from a fun perspective. From a balance perspective, sure, but
From a fun perspective,
it's the
yeah,
worst. It's the worst one.
yeah.
Easily the worst one. But so I don't know. I say
I
other.
really don't want to get rid of it. I
Me
really
too.
don't want to get rid of it, but
It's cool, but I just like if it was an item, then it would be like okay, but
if
like
it was an item, that would make everything a lot better.
yeah, but it isn't. So we're smoking.
I don't know why they didn't
Things
make it
like
an item.
Dragonite couldn't use it
You know what?
anymore.
I think I
Like
think this
other
was
stuff.
ABR that said this. I don't know. This might not have been ABR, but I think ABR proposed like Terramons can't use items.
Oh, that's pretty. Yo, ABR, clap for my man.
And then they were talking about it. The Wobbuffet was like, because Scarlet and Violet doesn't show items on Team Preview,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to like see which one's the Terra from Team Preview.
Oh, okay.
It just would not have an item
Okay.
because they back in the day they used to show the
Yeah,
items that they were if they were holding items or not, but
Yeah.
now they don't,
Yeah. No,
which is kind of like
is it bad? Like, is it actually bad? Because now you can't figure out who's using it. which is
now you don't
low.
have boots on Dragonite. Now you don't have boots on like anyone who you want to Terra.
Terra, exactly. Which is like takes
Honestly,
like that would be
having
good, especially with like if
all
it's like
the
a stat mon.
mons that are like messed up with Terra, with the exception of like Annihilate, which is not as broken, and people have like ways of dealing with Annihilate now, and Garganackle. All of the mons they require heavy duty boots.
Yep.
Volcarona needs boots. Dragonite needs boots. What's the guy's name? The stupid crocodile needs boots. The starter crocodile.
Yeah. And it's really funny because every single mon that they named that is a problem because of Terra, except for one. But yeah, so like or three, two actually, I think. But yeah, I think just this is that's a cool idea you proposed, but like
That would be a cool idea, but I don't think it's like likely to happen. I don't think that people are going to support it enough. I'd be interested in it, but I don't feel like we should be spending our time like research, like going into that.
I think if they make a separate letter, I feel like we should, but since they refuse to for some godforsaken reason.
People have been talking about like the outside impact of like Smogon bans on like public perception. If we touch Terra at all, it's gonna look horrible.
Yeah.
If we do anything to touch Terra, it's gonna look bad. Like if we put even like a restriction on it, like ban non-stab Terra, that might even be a worse lashback than like outright banning it.
Exactly, I agree. Again, that's why I think a second ladder would kill two birds with one stone, but they don't want to.
I would like a second ladder, yeah.
So I do like that item thing you just said. User
the no item.
Yeah, that is.
The thing is, we wouldn't be able to like see it upon preview. That would be
fine.
a mod to see it on preview.
I think that's fine. I personally just think that's fine because you can at least scout like okay, they have boots, they have things. You can see things like Dragonite, you're like okay, that definitely isn't the one.
That is true because like if only mons that don't have items can if they're the only ones that could Terra, and you see somebody has an item, you immediately know right off the rip they can't Terra. Like if they have like if you see like what's it called? Like Scarf Golden Lego was never gonna Terra.
Yeah.
I mean, Golden Lego, if they have a Golden Lego, it's never going to Terra.
Yep.
Volcarona is probably not going to Terra because you're not going to want to take 50%. That's a really interesting idea, but I doubt that it's going to get the support. I would be interested in that, yeah.
That would be cool. Use that as Mental Terra.
Maybe in like the rare, like in like the 1 in trillion universe, where we have two ladders, the banned Terra ladder and the non-banned Terra ladder. And then maybe like the non-ban Terra ladder wants to like put even more restriction on Terra after banning Dragonite. Maybe that would happen, but that's the only way I could like reasonably see a no item clause being like put with plus Terra.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Now we're going on to the Mons. This should be a little bit easier. All right. How do you feel about Annihilate?
He used to be stupid busted. Now, really, the main way to beat him is trick him with Goldango, and if you force out, he needs like a turn to set up a bulk up. Otherwise, he's like
that's how a lot
frail.
of people like to lead with him or something. But I don't know. And here's the thing. Also,
really,
I mean,
I feel like there's plenty of counterplay to him. He's just very annoying.
I agree. No, I agree. He's just annoying.
But Chi-Yu, you don't even need to be specs Chi-Yu. Just like a normal Chi-Yu overheat cooks him.
Yeah, literally a lot of things cook him.
He has to burn Terra in order to like counter you, and then you could just like get the Terra out of him.
Yep.
You could trick him with Goldango and then set up on him with Dragonite or any normal type.
Yeah, he is
a bit problematic, but he's definitely like nowhere near ban worthy right now.
Yeah, especially if Terra gets banned, this thing is like a joke. Not a joke. But
yeah,
like,
no. Once Terra goes, he loses a lot. He loses a lot.
I swear to God, he's gonna get sent to UU as soon as Terra gets banned. I'm telling you.
He'd probably be UU BL. I think he'd be a little bit too good for UU.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, current.
But then again,
yeah.
UU has been kind of glowing up recently.
Yeah,
UU might be like really strong.
Oh well, you're saying that, but I think they're gonna ban it like Rain and stuff.
Well, yeah, they're gonna ban Rain, obviously, but there still might be some like broken guys, especially once Home comes.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the main thing. I think pre-Home and Annihilate, if Terra gets banned, it's a joke. I'm gonna be real. And UU, it's gonna tear up.
No. Post-Home Annihilate is gonna be a joke.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah. Right now, I think it's fine. I think it's like okay. It's a decent deal. The second thing afterwards.
I think like a 2 or a 3. It's not problematic.
I think it's a 2. All right, Chi. I'm not. I don't know how I want to feel about rating this thing because I'm not.
This thing is really, really good. It is
so
ridiculously good, but I don't think it's ban worthy good.
I
think this guy is like the Lando T of offensive mons.
All right, man.
Like he is so good. Every set is good on him.
Yeah, Terra also.
Heavy Duty Boots is now the only set that I use.
Agree.
Scarf is an amazing set.
Yeah.
Specs is a great set. Specs kills stall.
Yeah.
Specs kills everything. I ran into a Terra flying Chi-Yu with Nasty Plot. That thing almost cooked me.
Yeah.
Chi-Yu is awesome, but
yeah.
I don't think I definitely don't think it's broken.
I could see it. I could see it later being.
It's
broken.
too slow. It's too slow to be broken. I think.
I think currently it's because of I think if it gets banned now or something in like when the next DLC comes out and like a bunch of legendaries get traded.
If Chien-Pao was out of the game, if Dragonite was out of the game, like into Ubers, then Chi-Yu might be problematic. I just feel like there's like a lot of offensive counterplay.
It's just
you have Iron Valiant that outspeeds Dragonite. Sets up on Chi-Yu and kills it at like 60 with even like it does like 40% with like a not even stab Terra E speed. It does like so much with E speed.
Yeah.
A lot of Chien-Paos run Sacred Sword and are just naturally faster. If you're running Scarf, you get whittled down because this is a insane hazard like metagame.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's like that broken.
Yeah, people are not even people are like downplaying Boots as well, which is I think Boots is my favorite set. But yeah,
Boots is crazy.
I love
Boots. Has become my favorite set.
Yeah, I agree. People are like thinking that it's not. People are like sleeping on Boots. I don't know why though, but whatever.
I don't know. Are they?
Yeah, they are. I remember I was watching like a Blender video, and he was like, "Boots is cool, but I prefer Recent? Yeah, and I was like,
"Wow."
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe recently the opinion changed, but I don't know. I was saying.
I feel like definitely like if you go back to like the ranking all like the new mons, I didn't think Chi-Yu's like. Oh no! Even in the Chi-Yu video, I didn't think that Boots Chi-Yu was that good.
Yeah, I said
I started using him.
Yeah, in that video where we used it,
and he's actually amazing.
Yeah, in that video, I was like, I think it's fine. And then we were using it, and I was like, yep, I like Boots. But yeah.
I didn't think it was like as good as it was. I thought it was fine. I think that Boots is probably the best set.
I agree. I don't know. Specs is also fun. I love Specs, but it is between
Specs is like lovely.
But yeah, I think
I feel like Scarf is actually the worst set.
I agree.
And Scarf isn't even bad.
Yeah.
Like that being said.
I think it's gonna get worse as the months go by too.
Maybe.
Because
I don't know.
It's just like
Scarf is good. Scarf is good because it lets it outspeed Iron Valiant. It lets it outspeed Chien-Pao, and Chien-Pao doesn't have anything to kill a Scarf.
True.
Yeah. It like if you have like a +1 Volk, you're gonna tie if you have a Scarf Chi-Yu.
Mm.
What else does it do? It just like I don't know. It's a good mon,
Yeah, I mean this thing's
but
good.
I don't think it's broken.
I don't think it's broken. I'm gonna put it at a 3. I could
You know,
maybe see
Roaring
it,
Moon.
but it's alright.
I know he's not on the list, but what do you think about Roaring Moon? I'm just thinking about Roaring Moon because like it always comes in on Chi-Yu and always ends up on Chi-Yu.
I've never, because we haven't fought it in like a while. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I haven't played against
Roaring
it in a
Moon
couple
is
days.
very scary. I feel like when you're using Chi-Yu because it always comes in and it
Yeah,
always
yeah.
gets a DD.
Yep.
It has that +1 booster energy,
I don't think I've
and then
ever
it just
had
always
an issue with
it always fizzles out. Like
it. Yeah.
I'll go into like Garchomp if it's at full health. I could Terra Water.
Yeah.
He doesn't Roaring
Terra
Moon
just
even
smacks
with
it.
like even with the booster energy plus a +1, it doesn't kill Corviknight.
Yeah, for some reason, godforsaken. I just think, yeah, if you just Terra on that thing, it loses. That's just so I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my issue with the Roaring Moon, but yeah, I mean it's obviously.
So
not
I put
fun.
Chi-Yu at like a 2 or a 3. Again.
I put it at a 3.
I feel like Chi-Yu is better than Annihilate, but I don't know if it's more
100%.
like unhealthy than Annihilate.
I think
feel
Annihilate
like
is
it's
more
pretty
unhealthy. Yeah.
I think Chi-Yu has the potential to be more unhealthy though.
Yeah,
That's what
I agree.
I would keep like an eye on Chi-Yu.
I agree.
I think Chi-Yu should be on the radar just as the same as Chin Pao.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Psychozard. What do you think?
He is only broken because of the bullshit that we have in our metagame.
Yeah.
If there wasn't Terra, he would be a whole lot worse.
True. And literally,
He would be a
it's
whole lot
actually
worse.
kind of stupid because a Mon could come in that like blocks like that. You know for a fact would destroy the Mon, but then they just Terra. The sub stays up, or the sub just doesn't stay up, but they eat less. And then they just kind of start sweeping over that. Like it's this thing, yeah, benefits from Terra being up in the meta.
It's mostly just because those it gives a free switch into those setup mons, and honestly, like most of the time, that's all they need is like that one switch in turn.
Yep.
They Terra, even if like you get the Terra right, often you can't kill them. Like when the Volcarona goes from like when it turns into a grass type, it's doing that because you don't probably even if you predict it, you probably still won't be able to kill it.
Yeah,
it gets that one turn and then it dents your team.
It literally
that's the main problem with Shedtail.
Even if you like predict, like the opponent could just be like, "Well, I guess I won't Terra," and then just waits.
It definitely isn't Sylazar or the Shedtail like move that's the problem. It's our metagame that's the problem.
Yeah,
I don't know how to. I don't think Sylazar should be banned.
Me neither. I don't know. I don't have an issue with it. 2 or 3, I think.
I'd put it as like a 3.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think it's more right now. It's more problematic than both.
It's just
Chi-Yu
on paper. Yeah.
And Annihilate, but I don't think it's like worth banning, and I think it's gonna cool. I think it's on the way, like cooling down.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know.
Once we do action on Terra.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm about cooling down. It might stay around.
I don't know why Dragonite isn't on this list. I think Dragonite is worse than
people just not talking about it. I just don't understand why people aren't talking about Dragonite. I sort of cut. I think it's
they are. It's just it's like good people are talking about it. I don't know why like the majority isn't streaming about it though.
I just don't understand. That thing is. I hate that thing so much. I think I want it gone. I want it gone. We use it on every team.
Policy review, people are talking about Dragonite.
Good. I hate that thing and I use it like because here I put it on every team.
I use it on every single team because it's the best.
Team.
It's the best Pokemon in this metagame.
But
it literally is Extreme Killer Arceus. It's literally that strength. It's good.
I just people aren't talking about it. It's so stupid.
It's priority. It's defensive utility. It's a setup sweeper. It has insane coverage with Earthquake, Ice Spinner, and
Revenge Killer.
Speed.
It doesn't. It does whatever.
It has very little counterplay. The best counterplay is a Corviknight, and that's really all that is. You might think like Chin Pao might be able to beat it, but
no.
Dragonite all it needs is a little bit of chip, and even just +1 kills Chin Pao. Extreme Speed is higher priority bracket, so you can't even sucker punch Dragonite.
Yeah.
If Dragonite gets +2, it just kills Chin Pao.
If it Terras, it just doesn't die. Like it's
if Dragonite Terras, Chin Pao can't even kill him in one hit.
It's dumb.
It's really like silly.
But Esperanza, he thinks it's broken. I think it's okay. I don't really have an issue with it.
I think Esperanza is pretty broken too. I think those two should go.
I don't think Esperanza should. I think since Terra gets banned, this thing is a joke.
Oh like, yeah, obviously.
But I don't think it's that broken. I don't know. That's just me. Like I saw that Zon.
I'd put Esperanza at like a 4.
You think it's a 4?
I think I put it at a 4.
I wouldn't even put it at it. I would put it at a 2, but I guess I could do 4.
Well, it's your. I already submitted my list.
All right, then I'll put it at a. You're right, I guess. I don't think this thing is an issue at all. He thinks it's a 4. I think it's a 2. I don't even think it's a 2, honestly. But whatever. It's a little unhealthy, I guess. I don't know. I think it's
Goldango.
I think this thing should be banned. I was thinking about it. I think this thing should be banned. I really do.
I was thinking about it. I don't think so.
Really, what do you think? Because I'm like, it puts a hamper on every team that isn't just like a specific type of team. Like Stall uses this thing but doesn't like to see it.
This is the most oppressive
mod in the
thing
entire game.
in the metagame.
That's why I think
this is way more oppressive than Dragonite, which is kind of crazy. But I don't think it's like that problematic.
It shifts the game to be a completely different game. Like the game, the landscape of the game is completely different because of this thing. It doesn't.
That is true.
We are not playing the same game anymore because of this thing.
That is true, but I don't think that qualifies it as over-centralizing. I think, in my opinion, what an over-centralization, like what that means, is when you're having to run like specific answers,
I agree,
very specific niche options in order to beat like one thing.
Yeah.
Like running fucking like random ass mons or random ass sets just to beat something.
Yeah, to be. But I think this thing just
like Paladin. People are running. What were they running back in the day? They had Amoongus. Literally, Amoongus was just there for Palafin.
It's an OU right now because of Palafin.
No one has used Amoongus after Palafin has been banned.
Yeah.
Palafin, like, I don't know why I'm talking about Palafin. I mean, Palafin is like a better example of like what over centralization looks like in Gen 9. I don't think the same goes for Goldango. Goldango has like a lot of like counterplay options. It's just that because of its ability, it like completely like shifts the metagame, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think I have an issue with it just because I think that it completely changes the entire landscape of the game, and certain strategies become completely inviable. And I don't think that's healthy for the. I don't think it's. I think it's better that we have more strategies than we have less strategies because this thing exists. Like I would prefer it be gone and have people be able to run more options and more stuff, more team comps.
That is fair. That is
with this being gone.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true though. I don't know if banning Goldango, because Goldango right now is like the reason why our metagame is how it is. If we were to ban Goldango, the whole thing is gonna everything's gonna change.
And I don't know how everything's gonna change. I don't know how this shift looks. Yeah.
So I don't know if like after the cards fall on that metagame shift.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be more variety or less variety. All I know is it's gonna be a big change.
Yeah. I don't think this thing is broken, but I think it shifts how we play the game currently, and I don't think it shifts it to have more options. I think it shifts it to have less options, and I think overall that's a bad thing for the game.
I don't think that I don't think that's knowable.
Yeah,
I don't think that like, you can know.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll have more. Like it could be very well the case that like after Goldango goes, the metagame gets all like fat as hell and like, annoying.
I just think this thing is a meta shifting mon, and I don't tend to like
that is true, but I would argue that that's not reason to ban it.
Okay. I mean, I can see that. I just think I think it should. But I don't know. I like the mon. I love the mon. I'm gonna be real. I don't have an issue with the mon. I love the mon. I think this design's awesome. Everything.
I think that this is easily like the Lando T of.
Yeah, it's like a Lando T, but I think it's even more defining than Lando T because of the way.
No, way more defining than Lando T.
Yeah, it shifts the way we think about the game, or we're thinking about the game in the current landscape.
It literally takes hazards from something that like you can like manage to. Okay, now I have to run boots on everybody because I cannot get rid of hazards reliably because of this stupid thing on my enemy's team.
Yeah, it's just makes the game more boots reliant, and I don't tend to like that unless like again I prefer item diversity as well. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
this thing
that is pretty fair.
Yeah, I think this thing is like a little too much. As much as I love this mod, I wish I had like a hidden ability where that wasn't the case or something. But like I don't know.
No.
Or yeah, it would be bad. But like. I don't know.
Well, first of all, they would give him the the what's that ghost dog? They would give him the ghost dog treatment.
They would.
Last respect,
which is annoying. Yeah, you're right. Damn.
They should have banned last respects, and they should ban if Goldango had a hidden ability. Yeah. Again, I don't even know if I would like ban good as gold. I feel like it's not broke. I don't feel like there's enough evidence to prove that it's like unhealthy, over centralizing, yada yada. Yeah. I feel like you just can't ban it, even though I know it's like if it were to go, the whole metagame would flip on its head overnight.
Yeah. I don't mind it being in the meta. I just think it's it's like I can see with my own eyes. This thing is like insane. Like it changes.
Yeah, it
everything.
is crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. It could go, it could not go. I don't really mind that much.
Is there any other things you would like to mention to the council? Dragonite.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Did you make the third round of the? No, I did not. No, I didn't. Are you I'm not gonna answer that. But yeah, that's our general thoughts. That's my list right here. But yeah.
I think so. The time scale is about like a month.
Mm.
I think like towards the end of towards the end of December, they're gonna like start bringing up like suspect, like for Terra. And I don't know how that's gonna work with SPL because SPL starts in January.
Yeah. They're rushing too much just to get to SPL. It's gonna be
maybe that's what people have been saying, but I feel like if they were rushing, they kind of are.
They are. They are.
If they really were rushing, they would have been suspecting right now.
I guess
SPL is the first beginning of SPL is gonna be starting up while like Terra's in the tier.
True. I guess they might just keep it until SPL. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Go ahead. Okay.
No, nothing.
All right.
Remember to hit that like,
sub,
hit that subscribe,
Dragonite, guys. Thank you for watching, and Terra's broken.
Bye.
See ya.